Welcome in, everybody, to the SHL Game of the Week, the second game of this week, second of three on this triple SHL game week. We've got the Oak Park River Forest Huskies taking on the York Dukes here tonight from Addison, Illinois, at the home of the Dukes, the Addison Ice Arena. Welcome in to the broadcast, everybody. My name is Dylan Ward. Hope you found us okay here on YouTube for this Friday night SHL varsity action. This is the Oak Park River Forest Huskies' debut on the SHL network. They came into the league about 3 seasons ago and have not been featured on the network as of yet, but finally here for the first time. They were supposed to play Loyola at their home rink at Paul Ruby Ice Arena, but that game postponed late last year in December. So here they are now against York. York in black, Oak Park River Forest in white. Friday night hockey. You don't usually get Friday night games here at the varsity level, but here at Addison Ice Arena, that seems to be anytime York plays here at home. They're playing on a Friday night at 7:20. This game, sorry about it being a little bit delayed. We had a game run a little bit long on this same ice surface beforehand, but finally we're getting done with warm-ups here, and then we'll have action. So the starting lineups for the Oak Park River Forest Huskies to start out, we'll do the skaters first. On defense, Michael DeCaro is number 6, and Jack Chambers wears the number 5. At the forward position, Nico Haas is going to be on the ice to start the game. So is Aaron Jenkins, who wears number 43, and number 98. One of the best players in the Scholastic Hockey League on OPRF, David Andolina, will be on the ice to start things out. As for the other side, on the York Dukes, for the skaters, it's going to be number 8, Frank Nicosia out there. Number 23, Sam Kaminsky and Eli Maurer. That's going to be the forward lines to start things out. Brendan Quinn on defense, as well as Jonathan Wood on defense. And now warm-ups wrapping up here. We'll give you the Schmidt goaltending starting goalies for each side. It's going to be for Oak Park, Brendan Roy with a 4-7-1 record, .424 goals against average, and a .863 save percentage. As for the home side, York Dukes, Ben Foley gets the nod from his head coach Matt Boeing. A 2-3-2 record in this regular season with a 3.15 goals against average and an .880 save percentage. On your screen, you can see the York Dukes wearing their special alternate jerseys. They've got the black ones on. Looks like the goalies are wearing their traditional green home jerseys. They're just meeting at their net and getting a final word in before this game gets underway. For both these teams, this is the first game of 2022. Both sides haven't played in about a month. The York Dukes haven't played since the 11th of December. As for the Oak Park River Forest Huskies, it's been since the 10th of December for them, but that's in the regular season. They had a game against Fenwick on the 20th. We'll get to that in a moment. That was a special night for the Huskies over at the Edge Ice Arena. Now we're going to get starting lineups and the national anthem and all that good stuff. So please enjoy the great voice of Sam Schwartz from the penalty box, the PA announcer tonight.
The Oak Park River Forest Huskies against your York Dukes. And now let's meet today's starting lineups. First position, Huskies of Oak Park River Forest. On defense, senior number 5, Jack Chambers. His partner on defense, senior number 6, Michael DeCaro. And on right, senior number 98, David Andolina. At right, senior number 62, unranked ring and fix the flag by the bounce scoreboard side as we honor our country in accordance with an orchid rendition of our national anthem.
Let's play some hockey in Addison, Illinois. A great pregame ceremony orchestrated by the great Sam Schwartz, as I mentioned. Dylan Ward with you on the call as we get ready for regular season action. Back to it here in 2022. It was a long break for all 10 SHL teams and all high school hockey teams in the state of Illinois during the winter break of high school, coinciding with the winter break of the regular season. 17 minutes on the clock here at Addison Ice Arena. And now we get ready for action, as maybe we're not done with the pregame ceremonies after all. Let's see what we have to say over here. Bit of a microphone malfunction on there. Now they fixed it. There it is.
You're hockey. You're amazing. Because of you, St. Jude can do the work that we do. No child, no family pays for the care that they receive at St. Jude. That includes all their care, travel, treatment, housing. You make that possible. Many, many thanks. You guys rock.
Very nice gesture by one of our sponsors on the SHL Network, the York Duke Hockey Club, a $3,000 donation to St. Jude. And now they will roll up the red carpet. And you heard it right there. It's time for hockey finally. One final word in from the coaches on each bench. The York Dukes will head to their side of the ice, so will the Huskies. Oak Park River Forest will be shooting left to right here in the first period, and the York Dukes from right to left. Again, York in black, Oak Park River Forest in white. 17 minutes on the clock, and we are ready for action. Thanks so much for tuning in to the SHL Game of the Week on YouTube Live. Moments away from puck drop as Nicosia gets ready for the face-off against Aaron Jenkins. There's the drop of the puck. Oak Park pulls it back, and we're underway from Addison. And a quick whistle right off the bat. Looks like a hand pass called by the referee, and first stoppage of play, 7 seconds in. It's a 0-0 score line early in this one. There's the drop of the puck in the neutral zone. It's pulled back by the Dukes. Here's Wood. Passes it off the boards. Kaminsky. Long pass over to Maurer. He will pull up in the right corner. He lost it to Oak Park River Forest, and one of the Huskies' 2 captains, DeCaro, gives it to the other, Andolina. He's over the blue line on the right wing side. Andolina tried a backhand pass over to Haas, but it wouldn't connect. David Andolina right there with the puck leads the Scholastic Hockey League in point scoring. He's racked up 34 on the year, just ahead of Gustafson and Yeagers from Loyola and Stevenson respectively. But here come the Dukes the other way. A shot by Wood right as he comes over the blue line is stopped by Roy. And another whistle with 6:11 to go in the first period from Addison Ice Arena. York Dukes and OPRF Huskies. On the SHL Network, Huskies making their debut. We've never featured them in their young history of being in the Scholastic Hockey League. The 2019-2020 season was their first time coming over here, and they did not participate in the SHL in the 2021 season due to COVID-19, and now finally back for their second campaign in the best league in Illinois. That pass all the way back into York's defensive end. So there's Curry playing it off the end boards to Stasica here on the near side. Stasica finds Bob Plummer with a pass, but he couldn't hang on. And then one of the Huskies, Zachary Nitty, gets hit into the boards right by the Dukes bench. Shellhaas enters the zone over the blue line on the right wing side, but Gorski got it back behind his own net. He will play it off the boards. It's tapped ahead by Lee. He chases after it into the zone. Tried a centering feed for Plummer, and what a save by Roy! Bob Plummer was just robbed by the OPRF goaltender. My goodness, what a stop. That might be our Schmidt goaltending save of the game. Less than 2 minutes in. We will see if that holds up, but what a save. We'll have to take a look at that on the replay. Here's Stasica by his own net. With the puck, he lost it. Shellhaas tried a shot, but that was blocked by the guy that just gave it up, Nolan Stasica. This Spinach looking to make a play. Cole Antonio now battles for the puck on the near boards, but Metric punches that one beyond the goal line. Puck takes a weird bounce off the boards, and it's collected by the Huskies. A centering feed off the pads. Now McConville tries a shot, stopped by the pad of Foley. Now a giveaway. Piper off the end boards looking for McConville on the left side. He couldn't hang on to the puck. Petak getting in there to battle. Now right in front they score! Bounces off Foley and in. Not exactly sure who got credit for that goal, but OPRF strikes first, and the Huskies are on the board. It's 1-0. Jenkins leads the rush back to the bench, so usually that's a sign that he gets credit, but let's take a look at that replay. You can see OPRF behind the net, and yeah, that puck goes right off the pads. Maybe that player on the left side got a piece of it, but it's 1-0 Huskies. They're going to give Jenkins credit for that goal officially. So that's going to be his 4th tally of the season for the Huskies. And OPRF, they don't score first a lot. In their 16 games played, that's only happened 5 times. But when they do that, they're 2-3-0. When York allows the first goal, they are 3-4-0. That's a 4th best record when that happens in the Scholastic Hockey League. So the Huskies skating with the lead, but a giveaway to York. Then OPRF gets it right back. There's David Andolina. By the way, that Jenkins goal unassisted. Now a delayed penalty as Roy heads to the bench. And there's 6 attackers on the delayed call. Andolina behind the cage. In the near corner now, it gets touched by the Dukes. And we're going to get a power play for OPRF. So they just scored a goal, and they're going to get a chance for another. 1:27 to go in the first period. It's fourth in the league. As for the Dukes, their penalty kill is 65 out of 76 for an 86% mark. That's sixth best in the league as Haas has the puck, left circle, tried a wrist shot off the end boards, but there's Andolina with the puck on the near side. Andolina looking for a pass, gets around Wood, then finds Jenkins, who just scored a goal right behind the goal line, but there was no angle for him. So a pass across by Chambers looking for Andolina. Couldn't find him. It goes to DeCaro at the right point instead. The York Dukes will get it back and clear that one the length of the ice. So OPRF, good possession to start their man advantage, but not a lot of good scoring opportunities as they bring the puck up ice. Let's see if they can change that with 1:04 to go. Now here comes a rush. A centering pass was broken up by a York skate, and then they'll clear it out to center ice again. 50 seconds to go in the first period. And here's Shellhaas, back pass off the near boards to DeCaro, over to the far side. Chambers with the puck. Jack Chambers with 10 points at the defensive position, leads all Huskies defensemen in scoring. His second place to DeCaro. DeCaro with 15, and now here's Shellhaas with the puck. He gave it to Metric, left wing corner. 20 seconds to go on the Oak Park power play, and not much to show for it as the York Dukes will grab it on the near side and poke that one out of the zone. There's Eli Maurer with it, far side. He'll come all the way out. 2 seconds, now one, and out of the box comes Sohn, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. So the first OPRF power play unsuccessful as Shellhaas put one off the pads of Foley. Couldn't find the rebound. Now it's taken away by the Dukes. They'll get it out to the neutral zone. Kirk gloved it down to himself, but then entered the zone offsides. 11:09 to go in the first period of action here from Addison Ice Arena. And there's that pad stop by Foley. And a neutral zone draw coming up. Jenkins thrown out. And the drop of the puck goes all the way to the York bench side. And now a backhander down into the zone. There's Zachary to Spinach. Gave it to Cole Antonio. And now here comes Petak. He lost it. Jenkins with the puck. Andolina now over the blue line. Right wing side, lost it to Petak. He will give it to Cole Antonio, who brings it out. Oh, a nice move right there by Brian Booth, and a backhand shot. Would not go to Spinach at the left point. And there's a hit in open ice. Booth just knocked down Aaron Jenkins, the goal scorer in this contest. He seems to be all right. And not much love lost. And now there's another hit into the boards by the York bench. Down to the ice went Matthew Moore. So this game's starting to get physical already. This is the third time these two sides have met in this regular season. So unless they meet in the postseason, whether that be the SHL playoffs or the state playoffs, this will be the last time that these green and orange jerseys will lock horns. Lee gave it to Plummer through neutral ice. Bob Plummer comes over the blue line, left wing side, with just under 10 to go now in the first period. Behind the net, there's Haas. Lost it. Wood shot it. Oh, it just missed the net on the right side. It goes to the near boards for Gorski. He put it behind the net. There's Lee with the puck. He got it out to Wood, who put it down for Lee again. Now Gorski to Lee once more. Back to the point. Here's Quinn shooting. Deflected, and it's stopped by the goaltender, Roy. So now let's take a look at that save from earlier on that might be the Schmidt goaltending save of the game. Here's the pass across, and point blank, you could see that the goaltender, Roy, was not expecting that pass. He thought it was going to be a shot all the way, but comes over all the way to make that stop. That was absolutely incredible stuff just over a minute and a half into this first period. Andolina with speed, looking for a pass. He keeps the puck in the corner, comes all the way back out to the blue line, puts on the brakes, and then it is forced out by the Dukes. Lee couldn't catch up to it, though, and York will have to reset. Here comes Lee into the zone, a pass across, and while he's falling down, Plummer tried a shot. Some of the Dukes want a penalty, but they're not going to get one. Now on the far boards, it's cleared out of there by the backhand, and they chase it all the way down. Here's Quinn with the puck behind his own goalie. Gave it to the far side, then a pass across was broken up by McConville. He will dump it down. There's Chambers looking for Andolina. Now McConville gave it up. Back to the point it goes. Wood, a wrist shot deflected on its way by Iori, but it's stopped by Roy, and he will cover with 8:19 to go in the first period. Addison Ice Arena in Addison, Illinois, just southwest of O'Hare Airport in the Chicagoland area. Probably one of the farther rinks to the general central location of the Scholastic Hockey League, but the Paul Ruby Ice Arena in Oak Park for the OPRF Huskies, the same story, also pretty far. There's a pass and a shot taken by Iori, and a nice save right there by Roy to prevent the York Dukes from tying the game. There's Clary. He lost that battle in the far corner with Sohn. Now York will try and make a play with it, but Shellhaas intercepts. And it's given right back. Iori tried a shot from the left circle, but it was stopped by Roy. Now a centering feed intercepted by the Huskies, and they will come the other way with the puck. Zachary Nitty skating through neutral ice with it. He comes over the blue line. It's a delayed offside. I don't know if he knows it, though. And while it was being pursued by Shellhaas, the whistle sounds. Want to give a thank you to our sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher B. Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Glass of the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank, a Wintrust community bank, Kramer Construction and Management, and of course Schmidt Goaltending, who brought you your starting goalies. Thank you so much to all of those great companies who make these broadcasts possible every night, including the York Hockey Club, who you're watching right now here play at home. Here's Nolan Stasica. He tried a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound comes back out. Kept in by Stasica, but instead it did just get out of the blue line. All the York Dukes have to tag up, but here's Nicosia into the zone. He tries a backhand shot. He scores! Frank Nicosia, what a move. He gets his 14th of the year, and this game is tied at 1. What an electric goal by one of their leading point producers. Great move to get around that one OPRF defender right there to avoid the stick check. And then, hey, just fire a backhand shot. Sometimes those are going to go in. This was one of those times, and with 6:50 left in the first, we're all knotted up at 1 from Addison. The York Dukes, in spite of being a little bit higher than the Huskies in the standings, play each other pretty close. They had a 6-3 outcome where York Dukes defeated the Huskies earlier this year. It was actually the first SHL game of any teams this season, all the way back on September 17th. And more recently, it was York winning, but in overtime. The Huskies took them all the way to OT, and it ended up being a 4-3 decision for the Dukes. And now here in their third meeting, we're all tied up at 1 early in the first. Well, actually halfway through the first, but early in the game. Here's a shot taken, stopped by the pad of Roy, and The Huskies try and get it out, but it's kept in, and another shot taken from the right blue line. That was fired by Moore, and it was stopped by the goaltender. Back to the right point. This spinach tried a shot. That missed by a mile. Goes to the far corner. P-Tack. Now on the far boards. Taken away by the Huskies. And they will try and make a play. It's dumped the length of the ice. It's going to be an icing against Oak Park, but they will take it. There were some tired legs out there for Oak Park River Forest. I want to talk a little bit about the leading point producer in the Scholastic Hockey League present in this game. Number 98 in white is David Andolina. He's got a hat trick in 2 straight games. One of those games he put 4 goals into the net. He has goals in 4 straight games. He's riding an 8-game point streak as a pretty nice stop is made by Roy there. He has 23 points in those 8 games, which he's scored at least a point in a row. He had a 7-game point streak to start the season, and there's only 1 game in the schedule that he did not register a point, and it was in a 6-1 loss for OPRF against Loyola Gold, who's the #1 team in the state right now by multiple sources. 2nd place in the SHL, but lots of games in hand. And that is just some incredible production for David Andolina. He's been carrying this team all season long. And, you know, when you have a guy like that, not as much in hockey as some other sports, but, you know, that can translate well to the standings, even if the team doesn't do as well. And we can see what they do in the playoffs if they make it, as Andolina tried to move, then tried to bank it off the goalie just like his teammate Jenkins did earlier on, but instead it's going to be to Spinach the other way. 4:40 to go in the first period. A centering pass, and Booth tried a shot, and it's stopped by Roy. Another brilliant save for the OPRF goaltender. Their #2 man is coming up clutch. This Spinage's pass almost intercepted by OPRF, but they're going to get it out, and there's Andolina into the zone. Right circle, tried a tough angle shot, and an easy pad save for Foley. Shots on goal favor the York Dukes, 9-3 so far in the contest. By the way, earlier on, Frank Nicosia's goal, you can add an assist to Eli Maurer and Nolan Stasica on that, so a point for all of those gentlemen in this game so far. Again, that first goal scored by Jenkins was unassisted. 3:43 to go in the first period. Tied up at 1. Here's a shot taken by Gorski at the high slot, but stopped by Roy again. And OPRF will come the other way. Jack Chambers gave it to Shellhaas. Shellhaas will dump it down. Goes behind the net, where it's grabbed by a Duke. That's Brendan Quinn. He lost it. There's Chambers left point. Tried a shot deflected by McConville, and it just missed the crossbar up high. There's Quinn with the puck. Gave it to Bob Plummer. DeCaro will backhand that one into the far corner for Jonathan Wood. 3 minutes even to go in the first of 3 periods as that puck deflects out of play, hits the netting, and therefore stops action with 2:56 to go in the first. I want to talk a little bit about York's recent games. Well, recent games in the schedule, but not recent in real time, as they haven't played since the 12th, but in their last 3 games, they have scored 22 goals. The York Dukes have been an offensive powerhouse all season long in the SHL after a really tough season last year. 12 skaters in their last game had a point, and there are 10 skaters with points in 2 straight games, which is unbelievable numbers put up by the Dukes. As the whistle sounds, and puck touch with a high stick, I believe, so we'll go out to the neutral zone. And not just goal scoring, shots on goal as well. They had 86 shots on goal in their last 2, and 1 goal allowed on 32 shots against in those last 2 games. They're averaging 40 shots per game in their last 3 games. It's really unbelievable stuff. The Dukes have scored at least one goal in the last 10 periods and have more than one goal in the last 8 periods. But the Huskies playing them well. York is definitely getting their fair share of opportunities in this contest so far, but a couple of good defensive plays and a couple of great stops by the goaltender in the blue paint to ensure that the Dukes only have one. Here come the Huskies down the zone. It's Haas. Dropped it off Andalina. Fires straight into the glove of Foley. Nice and cool. Is Foley in net? Making it look like he's made that same stop about 500 times in his life, and I'm sure he has. Here's an offensive zone draw with 1:49 to go in the first. It's one into the corner by the Huskies. They play it behind the net. Jenkins tried to center it, but no one was there in the blue paint. And to Spinach, we'll give it to Kaminsky, who passed it to the near side. There's Frank Nicosia, one of the goal scorers in this game. The most recent goal scorer. Now a big hit by the York bench. Moore just got drilled. I believe that was Nico Haas responsible, and Andalina now has the puck. No penalty will be called on that play with 1:17 to go in the first period. DeCaro in the neutral zone was going to fire that one in. Goes behind the net where DeSpinach grabs it. And now it's Chambers giving it to Clary. Clary's going to dump that one down on the right wing side. Matthew Moore puts it behind the cage. DeSpinach grabs it. He goes to neutral ice. It's grabbed by Nicosia, but a nice defensive play by Jack Chambers to break up that rush, and it goes back into the OPRF end, where it's grabbed by the Huskies, and now they'll look to come out with it, but the Dukes get possession right back. 25 seconds left in the first period, tied at 1. Here comes Wood over the blue line, but he's going to be flagged off sides, either Colantonio or Nicosia, or over the blue line when he entered the zone, according to the linesman. So a neutral zone faceoff coming up with 18.5. Henry Metrick and Nico Pitak taking the draw right outside the OPRF zone. It's won by the Dukes. Wood over to the far side. Quinn plays it off the glass, and it's grabbed by Colantonio. Now Pitak's got it. Colantonio, a backhander into the blue paint and steered away by Roy. Now OPRF behind their own net with 1 second on the clock. There's the horn, and that's going to end the first period of play here from Addison Ice Arena in Addison, Illinois. Aaron Jenkins, an unassisted goal to kick things off with 14:18 to go in the first period. And then Frank Nicosia tied things up for the Dukes with 6:50 left. That one was assisted by Eli Maurer and Nolan Stasica. So right there, the York Dukes have less than 2 goals in a single period for the first time in 8 periods, which is just an unbelievable stat line. Their last 2 games were against the very poorly struggling Barrington Broncos here in the SHL, still looking for their first win over in Broncos territory. The York Dukes have a 3-game win streak overall against OPRF. The Dukes are 3-2 against the Huskies since the Huskies joined the SHL. So 2 wins this year for the Dukes, and then in 2019-2020 in the regular season, a win for York and 2 wins for OPRF. The Dukes in that 2019-2020 season were struggling pretty poorly. They missed the playoffs for the first time since the existence of the SHL that year. Themselves and OPRF were the bottom two teams in the standings. And OPRF, an expansion team in the SHL that year, and the Dukes had been there a long time. But although the varsity team had struggled in recent memory, the junior varsity team for York has won the SHL championship at the JV level 3 straight years. 2021 in that odd season last year, 2020 and 2019. And in all those years, a lot of the guys that were on those JV sides are playing varsity here in 2022, and you can see that reflected in the standings. The York Dukes, the third best team in the SHL, they have a number 6 rank in the state of Illinois as well. So they're looking to make some waves in the playoffs. Not a lot of playoff success in the history of the SHL for the York Dukes. Did go all the way to the semifinal, took New Trier Green to overtime in the decisive third and final game of that series in 2019 in the semifinal of the SHL playoffs. Now there's a point-blank shot, and another shot hit the post. 3 straight great scoring opportunities for York, and OPRF is thanking something that one didn't go in. Andalina gets taken down while he rushes to the net, and that's going to draw a penalty. So OPRF, who was 0 for 1 on the power play so far in this game, is going to get another chance right here. Oak Park River Forest and the York Dukes on the SHL Network. Hope you're enjoying our coverage of this game. My name is Dylan Ward with you tonight. This is the second out of 3 SHL games this week, or on the SHL Network. We had Stevenson and Loyola Gold last night. I was there with the great Max Anderson providing some color commentary. All alone tonight. And on Saturday, after a quick day off tomorrow, New Trier Green and Loyola Gold. So for the second time this season, you do not want to miss that one on Saturday. So make sure you're right here on this channel for that contest. 2-minute penalty against Jonathan Wood. Tripping is the call, and here comes OPRF's power play again. Andalina left circle, back to the point. Chambers fires a slap shot. Stopped by the pad of Foley. He was being screened while he made that stop. Andalina down to the goal line. Jenkins tried a backhander, but that one wouldn't go. It got blocked in front. Now a clearing attempt by the York Dukes, almost went out of play, but hits the very top last inch of the glass and stays in bounds and goes all the way down. 40 seconds already gone on this power play for the Huskies, but here comes DeCaro. Passes back to Chambers. Now Chambers to Andalina. David Andalina all the way to the slot, takes a shot. It was blocked on its way, and then the whistle sounds, and there's another penalty called. This time, I believe it's against David Andalina. They're going to book him for something. He was the man that was taken down, so I'm a little bit confused at what the call is. So is he. Let's take a look at the replay. There's Andalina right there. He comes to the slot, gets taken down, or maybe falls down, and takes a backhander while he was on the ice. And I do not see what the ref saw right there. We'll wait to hear what the call is on the penalty, but Andalina will have a seat, and so for the next minute and 9, 4-on-4 hockey. Then it'll be an abbreviated York power play, so OPRF goes 0 for 2 on the power play. And here's the face-off. It's pulled back by the Huskies, and delay of game is the call against David Andalina. So maybe get some more information on that during the intermission, but for right now, here's Curry taking a shot from the right circle. It got blocked by DeCaro. He passed it back for Shellhaas. Goes all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. You can see Shellhaas look at DeCaro and say, my bad. Not much of a lip reader, but I'm going to take a guess that he was telling him that he forgot that they weren't killing a penalty. 47 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey and 15 minutes to go in the second period. Still lots of hockey to be played from Addison here on this Friday night. A lot of schools going back for the next semester at the high school level around this time. So first Friday night that feels like a Friday night in a while for a lot of these students, and no better way to celebrate than a little bit of hockey here at the Addison Ice Arena. Jenkins over to Chambers. He will dump that one down on the right wing. 15 seconds to go in 4-on-4. Here's a pass across to the right side. Chambers, a nice spin-around move. Passes back to Verdicaro. He takes a shot. It goes wide of the net on the left side. Here's Chambers again. Passes off the boards. Out of the box comes Wood. He heads to the bench for a replacement, and York has a power play. So OPRF short-handed, looking to make something happen with some pressure with a man down, but this Spinach intercepts that, gave it to Lee on the far side, and the Dukes will come down with it. Here's Lee over the blue line. He'll put on the brakes and circle back. Pass it across, but Jenkins intercepted that pass. He tries to sidestep Stasica to get possession of that puck first. He did, then he takes a shot. It just goes high of the net. Another good short-handed look for the Huskies. By the way, OPRF has 2 shorthanded goals on this season. That's tied for 6 in the Scholastic Hockey League. And how about the York Dukes with 6 shorthanded goals allowed? That's the most any SHL team has allowed this year. Loyola Gold is the only team that has not allowed a shorthanded goal. Now Lee thought about a pass, instead took a shot. It went wide. And now the power play over for the Dukes, so we are back to 5-on-5 standard hockey. York 0 for 1 on their power play. OPRF 0 for 2. There's Bob Plummer with the puck. Sent it back to the right point. Stasica. Now Plummer again, right circle. Nice move to get around Clary. Tried a backhand shot. Couldn't get a lot on that, and it was partially blocked as well. So instead, here comes Andalina fresh out of the box. Over the blue line, right wing side. Actually, make that the left. Clary now in the near corner. Lost that one to York, and they will clear it out to center ice. 12:20 to go in the second period of action here from Addison Ice Arena. There's a shot taken from the right side and stopped by Foley into his glove. OPRF looking to get their second win in the last 8 games. It's been a struggle for the Huskies this season. Sitting at a 4-11-1 SHL record. 14-19 overall on the year, including out-of-conference games. And just said it, 1 win in their last 7 games, and it was against last-place Barrington. OPRF sits in second to last place in the SHL standings. And in a league where 8 of the 10 teams make the playoffs, OPRF right now in a position to not make the playoffs if the season ended today. Way Henry's a shot from the blue line and stopped by Foley. And we'll get another face-off in the York zone with 12 even to go in the second. They're looking for their first playoff appearance since they joined the SHL. Last time they won against York was November 3rd of 2019. It was a 2-1 decision. That was in the SHL regular season. There's Iori, takes a backhand shot. That's stopped by Roy, and now Metric gave it to McConville on the far side. Wood tried to get in there to make something happen. Jonathan Wood lost the puck. McConville gets it back again. He tries to get it out. Right there waiting at the blue line was Sohn to keep it in, and then eventually it does come out to neutral ice. Hayden Kraus to Sohn. Sohn all the way to the right corner. Way Henry's pressuring. Now Wood has it. Gave it to Sohn behind the goal. Nicholas Sohn back out to the left point. A slap shot taken right in front. Iori got it back. Passed it to Plummer, and he shot one. It wouldn't go. Sorry, make that. Hayden Kraus with the opportunity, but a point-blank save by Roy right there. Getting it back is Sohn. York has had possession of the puck in the attacking zone for a while now. It's taken away by the Huskies, and McConville sends it the length, and that's going to be an icing against Oak Park River Forest. Let's give a shout out to the sponsors again: CCTY Bearing, Christopher B. Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Academy Hockey, as well as Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank, a Wintrust Community Bank, Kramer Construction and Management, and our Schmidt Goaltending, who sponsors the Schmidt Goaltending Save of the Game and the starting goaltenders as well. And as of right now, I think the Schmidt Goaltending Save of the Game was that one about a minute and a half in, but you never know. As right behind the net, Bob Plummer tried to do the Trevor Zegras move to flip that puck right down to the blue paint, but no one was there to bat it in, unfortunately. And now York is going to draw a penalty, and now touching the puck is OPRF. And the whistle sounds. A hooking call, I believe, is the signal by the official against OPRF. So York Dukes will have another power play, this time for a full 2 minutes, unless they get a penalty before that's over. The Huskies' goal scorer, Jenkins, will be guilty as he heads to the box. And we'll see what the York power play has in store this time. Their power play pretty decent, 17% mark, 13 out of 79 on the regular season for a 6th best mark in the Scholastic League. Kaminsky with the puck, gave it to Stasica, now over to Plummer. He takes a shot. It was deflected on its way, but went wide of the net. Here's Kaminsky keeping it in the zone, gave it to Bob Plummer, top of the left wing circle, now down to the goal line. That actually maybe was a shot and just missed the net to the left. Gregory Lee back past to Stasica. Stasica takes a shot deflected by the stick of Roy, and it hit the glass behind his cage. It goes into the far corner now, where a couple of Huskies and a couple of Dukes battle for it. York comes up with the puck. Here's Nicosia with it. Frank Nicosia looking over his options. Eventually goes down low for Lee. Now back to the point. It goes for Stasica. Now all the way down once more. Nicosia gave it to the left circle. Bob Plummer with it. He takes a shot, stopped by Roy, and then it's cleared by OPRF. Now a penalty or a stoppage of play of some kind. I'm not sure what the whistle is. Maybe a high stick by York while that was cleared. And then when Foley came out of his net to play it, the whistle. So while York's on the power play, a defensive zone draw with 46 seconds to go on the man advantage. 9:01 to go in the second period. We're tied all up at 1 as that shot right out the draw goes into the glove. If you're just joining us, it was Aaron Jenkins scoring first. Less than 3 minutes into the game for OPRF to take the first lead of the night. And Frank Nicosia with just under 7 minutes left in the first period got the game-tying goal, and that's where we stand right now. Here's Wood behind his own net. For York in black, Petak couldn't get that one in, so instead it's Quinn over the blue line. Brendan Quinn pulls up, passed it back. Gregory Lee, another backhand pass to the left circle. Now Maurer actually with the puck. He tries a shot, it got blocked. Eli Maurer with an assist tonight, pulls up. Gave it to Shane Gorski, far side. Gorski lost it to Willich. And he will get that one out of the zone right as the Huskies player comes out of the box, Jenkins, and we're back to 5-on-5 play. York now 0 for 2 on the man advantage so far tonight. Here's Petak off a steal. Tried a centering feed, but not able to get that one by now. A nice pass by Quinn over to Gorski at the left circle. Tried a shot and deflects out of play, and so a stoppage of play. 7:45 to go in the second period. 1-1 score about halfway through the game. It was a good sign for OPRF to score the first goal tonight. In 4 of their last 6 games, they have 2 goals or fewer. And in one of those games, it was 3 goals. The one outcast in that record is the 8-goal performance against Barrington. But OPRF a little bit offensively challenged for the greater part of this SHL season as that puck touches the glass. Goes out of bounds with 7:20 to go in the second. But it was definitely a great sign for OPRF to get that goal less than 3 minutes in. But since then, they've been pretty quiet. And the York Dukes have been putting on a show defensively. And Ben Foley only has had to make 6 stops so far. Shots on goal favor the Dukes, 16-7 here in the second period. So far in this second period, York has the lead in shots 7-3. Over the blue line come the Dukes. A centering feed. Plummer just couldn't tip that one in. It goes wide of the net to the right. And then the puck out of play again for another whistle with 7:01 to go here in the second frame. One standout night for the OPRF Huskies was their 4-3 victory over New Trier Green at their home rink in Oak Park at the Paul Harubi Ice Arena. It was a very special moment for the Huskies, who, as I pointed out, have been struggling a little bit, but were able to notch that win over one of the historically, not just this season, best teams in this state. New Trier Green was absolutely shocked by the outcome of that game. They actually sent down 10 or so of their players to New Trier White, which is their sort of varsity B team, and they called up some of those guys that were already on White to Green for the next few games in the SHL season. So a statement by New Trier Green is they weren't very happy about losing to this Huskies side, but definitely a great moment for Oak Park River Forest. Now a pass across. Lee just put that one high. Oh my, what a scoring opportunity for the Dukes. They've had a couple great opportunities that wouldn't go. Either a stop or a miss the net or just gets broken up at the last minute. But, I mean, just based on the way the Dukes have been rushing to the net, I'm surprised they don't have 4 or 5 goals already. It's been the OPRF defense and goaltender keeping them in it. Here's Moore trying a shot, blocked right where he took it by Peel. Now Lee with the puck, gave it back. Moore in the slot, takes a shot, stopped by the pad, and frozen by Roy. Another great deny of a goal by the Huskies. Here's a look at that chance that goes just high of the net by Lee on the nice centering feed. And now here's the one that just happened. You see the pad stop made. Then maybe that's Lee trying to tuck that one in, but Brendan Roy very alert, covering that one up. Brendan Roy's 4.24 goals against average is 19th in the SHL, which is pretty close to the bottom considering every team usually carries 2 goaltenders. So that would make for 20 goaltenders in the entire league on the active roster at any given time, but he's really been keeping his Huskies in it tonight. Petak gave it back. Booth takes a shot from the right circle. Wouldn't go. Instead it goes back to the left point. Stasica intercepted, and Alina couldn't pull that puck away, and with the speed that 98 White's got, that would have been a clear-cut breakaway. Here's Nitty. Lost that one, Curry gave it to P-Tac, looking for a play. P-Tac circles behind the net, centers it, nobody there, but Booth did grab it, then right in front, Kaminsky tries to get it in, a scramble right in front. But out of all that, it's taken away by the Huskies and out to center ice. 4:30 to go in the second period. There's Walich dumping it down, and it's grabbed by Curry. Stasic has got it, plays it off the near boards out to center ice where Chambers passes it back for one of his captains, Michael DeCaro. DeCaro's clearing attempt was blocked by Booth, then another one blocked by the leg of the linesman. So instead, DeCaro skates over the blue line with it. Wanted a penalty right there, is not going to get one. And Nicosia couldn't keep that one in the zone. Chasing after it is Chambers. He set that one up for David Andolina, the other captain of this team. He plays it off the far boards, and then it's cleared back down by York again. 3:43 to go in the second period. 1-1 scoreline as Haas has the puck over the blue line. Tries a shot. That didn't miss by much. Just high, though, and OPRF keeps possession. Chambers down low to Jenkins. Jenkins tried to bank it off the goaltender again, just like he scored the only OPRF goal in this contest, but that wouldn't go. Chambers, nice move to get around Nicosia, but unfortunately for the Huskies, offside on the zone entry, and they'll have to come back out to neutral ice with 3:12 to go in the second period. Dylan Ward on the call with you tonight for OPRF against York on the SHL Network. Lots and lots of games coming up on the SHL Network, including one on Saturday night. New Trier Green and Loyola Gold will match up, and now a penalty on the play. We'll get to that in a moment, but tons of more action as we are now in January, and it's the last full month of the regular season before it's playoff time. All the teams in the league have about 10 or so games remaining on their schedule. As teams will start clinching and getting eliminated and finding out who they're going to play in the first round of the SHL playoffs. Exciting stuff. Frank Nicosia, guilty of hooking, will sit in the box for 2 minutes. And for the third time tonight, a Husky power play. 0 for 2 so far, though. Chambers gave it to Haas, left side. Short-handed Plummer gave it to Gorski, who tries to initiate a rush. Instead, Gorski will elect to shoot it from the neutral zone instead of dump it. He got it back, sets up Plummer right in front. Now back to Gorski. And what a save by Roy. Oh, my goodness. How did that stay out of the net? A point-blank steal by the Dukes went right over to Plummer. He was wide open, and you can see it all right here on the replay. Oh, they got it back right in the slot. Just couldn't settle it down, and diving over to make the stop was Roy. Wow, what a save by the Oak Park River Forest goaltender, Brendan Roy. He has put on a clinic here tonight in Addison. Here's Jenkins back to Chambers. Now here's Andolina with the puck. Andolina over the blue line left wing side, passes back. It goes all the way outside the zone, and the Huskies going to have to tag up with 1:12 to go in the power play. Here's Haas with the puck. He sends it across to the slot. Chambers tried a shot. It got blocked in front. He got it back. Chambers all the way to the center slot. Tried a shot looking for a deflection. Goes back for Andolina. He fires just high of the net. Some good pressure right now by the Huskies on their power play, looking for their first power play goal of the night. Chambers a blast. He whiffed on the shot, but the loose puck is taken by Andolina. He lost it. York tried to clear it, but it's kept in by Chambers. A nice move to get around the stick of Iori, and finally the Dukes get it out of the zone with 30 seconds left on their penalty kill. 1:39 to go in the second period before the break. Here's Metric, he dropped it off Andalina, shot it into the glove of Foley. And Andalina has been robbed a couple of times tonight. Is looking to avoid his second game this season without a point. As you can see him right there, fire the shot. That was going top cheddar. If there was no goalie in the net, that was not going high, and Foley makes the stop on that attempt. Unbelievable. "18 seconds to go on the Husky power play. Behind the net, it's Metric. He plays it off the end boards. And a centering feed would not go. Metric gets it back. Now he's being pressured by Moore.
1 minute to play in the second period. 1 minute.
1 minute to go, as you heard by the PA announcer. Now left circle. Shellhaas tried a shot, and that one wouldn't go. The York Dukes, now the penalty is over. So both teams back to 5-on-5 play. Lee dropped it off. Maurer takes a shot. Stopped by Roy. McConville gets it back with 34 on the clock. McConville over the blue line on the right wing side. Bumps into Lee, gets the puck anyway, and keeps it for OPRF. 23 seconds left now in this period. It's taken away by the Dukes, and here comes Nicosia over the blue line. Left circle, great move to get around Shellhaas. Maybe that's Jenkins, actually, and Maurer. Pass it back, and Spinach tried to get a little too fancy. Andalina with 2 seconds left has to take a shot. He does, and it hits the glove of Foley. It would have counted if it went, but just a little bit too late. Foley makes the stop. And that's going to do it for the first 2 periods of this contest. Thank you so much for watching the first 2, and make sure you're here in about 11 minutes for the thrilling conclusion of this tied contest. It's 1-1 here from Addison Ice Arena in Addison, Illinois, here on the SHL Network. Dylan Ward back with you in about 10 and a half.
To the second period. Huskies penalty. of the second period. Huskies penalty. Cookie at 15-52. Seconds of the second period. Huskies penalty. Cookie at 15-52. 25 seconds of the second.
And welcome back to the SHL Network Game of the Week. Before we get the party started in the third period, quick thank you to our sponsors once more. CCTY Bearing, Christopher B. Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Academy Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank, a Wintrust Community Bank, Kramer Construction and Management, and of course, Schmidt Goaltending. Lots of great saves tonight. It's been a goaltender show. The York Dukes have 24 shots on goal to the Huskies 11. And all but one of those 24 shots was stopped by Roy. Gonna get ready for action in about 1 minute here in the third period. Park River Forest Huskies and the York Dukes are all knotted up at 1 right now, and last time these two squads met up, they were tied after 2 as well. That ended up being an overtime victory for the York Dukes. That game actually, believe it or not, was the only time this season in the SHL that the Huskies found themselves tied after 2. That was the only time. When York is tied after 2, and they've been in that situation 4 times this year. 1-1-2 record. It's 5th in the SHL when they're in that situation. So we get ready for the face-off here at center ice. Take a look at Jenkins right there on the close-up. He scored the goal for the Huskies, and he gets ready to take the face-off at center. He wins it back, and we're underway. The next 17 minutes are crucial for both these teams, trying to edge out a win in their return to the schedule after that break. Jenkins looking for number 2 right there, but it goes wide of the net to the right. Here's Quinn with the puck. Trying to get it out. We've switched sides again, so York now shooting from right to left. Oak Park from left to right. Centering feed, looking for Wood, but it was intercepted. And Andalina comes over the blue line, left wing side. He plays the puck all the way to the left corner. Andalina looking for a pass. Gets intercepted, and then it's going to be Nicosia taking the puck. He gave it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky over to the other side. It's Wood shooting, and that one went wide. Here comes Michael DeCaro the other way. DeCaro with tons of speed. A backhander. He was looking to feed his co-captain Andalina, but just out of his reach. Andalina again gets around Gorski right there. Now Plummer and takes a shot. It goes into the glove of Foley, and he has made a couple of great glove stops in this game so far. 15:44 to go in the third period. Final period of the game, unless we go to overtime. There's Miles Clary getting ready for the face-off against Shane Gorski in York's zone. And a 50-50 puck eventually is found by the Dukes. They will get it out of their own defensive end. Walich will dump it in left wing side, intercepted, and over to the near side for Stasica. Nice acceptance speech right there by Lee, but then couldn't hang on. It goes back to Lee. He takes a shot. Stopped by Roy. Lee gets it back. Gregory Lee passes it off the side boards, and it goes back to the left point. Stasica fires. Blocked by McConville right out in front. And it's stripped away by McConville again. He will skate through neutral ice on the right wing side. It's taken down by Plummer, but it was a clean play, so no penalty. Here is Chambers with the puck. Jack Chambers over to the far side. Andalina with a zone entry, but Gorski pressured the puck off of his stick. Andalina pulls up. Gave it to Haas. Haas at the left corner. It's intercepted by York. They will clear it out to center ice, and it's gloved down by Chambers again. Here's Jenkins. Passes back, Andolina with the puck, centers it right in front, looking for Jenkins, couldn't find him. And here come the Dukes the other direction. A penalty is coming up against the Dukes now as they will touch up the puck right there. Actually, maybe that's against the Huskies. I thought that they had possession of the puck, but it will be against Oak Park River Forest. Hooking is the call, and York will get another power play opportunity.
It's a York power play.
Andolina is guilty on the tripping call, so he will head to the box for the second time today. And York with their third power play opportunity coming right up. York Duke power play was unsuccessful their first two times, as I just pointed out, but they had lots of great possession during that time and a couple of great passes and a couple of lovely scoring opportunities. But a good start to the PK for the Huskies, and they clear it all the way down. Here's Nicosia over the blue line, right wing side, try to shot, or actually that's a pass off the end boards, goes back to the left point. Gregory Lee over to the right side. A shot taken by Stasica. That goes into the glove of Roy. Roy's 24th save of this game. .28 to go in the third, a minute and a half on Andolina's penalty. And a face-off in the Oak Park zone while they're shorthanded. Here's Kaminsky over to the right side. It's Stasica. He goes down low. Gregory Lee back for Stasica. Now Kaminsky again. Being pressured by Shellhaas. Intercepted by Plummer. Plummer gets it into the near corner. Kaminsky, now Plummer across to Lee. A one-time shot by Gregory Lee was fanned on, and then it's sent all the way down by the Huskies. Stasica into the neutral zone for Nicosia. Nicosia threw a couple of bodies and tried a shot off the shoulder of Brendan Roy. Couple of good looks for York on this power play, but just like their first two chances, nothing to show for it as of yet. Here is Brendan Quinn. He will dump it in right wing side. A penalty coming up on the Huskies again, and they're going to touch the puck. The whistle sounds, and with 12:12 left, there will be another Husky heading to the box. See what the call is here in a moment. The penalty is going to go against Quinton Way Henrys. Out there killing a penalty, and it's going to be tripping called by the official. So 14 seconds of a two-man advantage for York, and then another power play to follow that. There's the face-off. It's won by the Dukes. Here is Maurer. He shoots. Oh, that just missed the far post. He skated right, shot left, and just missed. Now here's Petak. Now Quinn with the puck. Maurer to Gorski, shoots, he just missed the net, possibly stopped by the goaltender, and then after that it was cleared out by the Huskies. Andolina now on the breakaway, he shoots, and a save made by Foley, and no whistle after that, so he elects to play on. Andolina robbed on a breakaway by Ben Foley. First penalty over, now just a 5-on-4 advantage, and Petak shoots. That just missed the net. A minute to go on the power play. Maurer with the puck, left point. Got it low for Iori. Michael Iori centered it in front. Maurer shoots. That one just wouldn't go either. Here's P-Tac. His pass blocked by Andolina, but the Dukes keep possession. P-Tac gets it back, puts it down to the goal line for Maurer, but couldn't make anything happen, so the Dukes will get it back out to the point, and another shot taken is stopped by the logo on Brendan Roy's sweater, and it's cleared out of there by the Huskies again. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third period. We're all tied up at 1 goal apiece. Only goals in this game took place in the first period as Lee circles behind the net. And that one deflects out of play for a stoppage. 13 seconds to go on the York power play. 10:25 to go in the third period. A 1-1 scoreline here from Addison. Frank Nicosia and Aaron Jenkins, the only 2 players out there to put the puck in the back of the net so far in this game, and it won't be the last. Still got to break this tie. No ties in the SHL. Every game has a winner and a loser. As now DeCaro with the puck. The second Oak Park River Forest penalty over. Way Henrys heads back to the bench. And we're back to 5-on-5 play. So York 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. As the Huskies try and make something happen in the attacking zone, DeCaro goes to Chambers. Chambers at the left circle, intercepted. Now here comes York the other way. It's P-Tac rushing up to join him is Booth and Colantonio. Back for Colantonio. He couldn't hang on to the puck. And the Huskies get it back again. A pass to the neutral zone intended for Andolina. Wouldn't get to his stick, but it was tipped, so no icing. Now here's Nico Haas with the puck. Back to the left point it goes Chambers. Intercepted again by P-Tac. Poking it ahead was Colantonio. Couldn't get it out though, and Colantonio will dump that one down into the Huskies' end with 9:10 to go in the third period. 1-1 is the score. Andolina over the blue line, right wing side. David Andolina tried to get around a couple of defenders, but wasn't able to take a shot. David Andolina without a point tonight. Couple of penalties to his name, but nothing to show for it on the scoring side. Again, he's only been left without a point 1 time this regular season in the 16 games the Huskies have played coming into this contest. The only time he didn't have a point was a 6-1 loss against Loyola Gold back on November 6th. So understandable. Loyola Gold is certainly a powerhouse in this league. I mean, I talked about the OPRF scoring troubles, and even those games where they only score 1 goal. It's either David Andolina putting it home or passing it to the guy that did. Here's Shellhaas. Will circle down behind the net. Shellhaas. That play gets broken up by the skate of the official, and York will get it out, and maybe a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Nicosia has the puck. He shoots one, and it goes wide of the net. Frank Nicosia looking for his second goal of the contest right there, but no luck. Here's Nicosia again. Goes to Wood here on the near side with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third. Kaminsky passes to Plummer. He shoots from the slot. Saved by Roy. It goes back out to the point, and a Quinn shot goes wide. Comes over to the near side, and OPRF will clear that one all the way down. That one got tipped, so it won't be an icing. We have been tied for a long while, all the way since the 6-minute remaining mark of the first. Now a minute away from 6 to go in the third. Plummer down low for Lee. Gregory Lee behind the net. Looking for his best option. Instead, it's a turnover, and McConville skates with it through neutral ice, plays it off the far boards, trying to get around Quinn. He catches up to his puck, but Quinn's the one who put the stick on it, tried to clear it, kept in by Chambers, sent it to the far side for DeCaro, but those two defensive partners had a miscue, and then Metric scores off the rebound. The first shot hit the pad. Henry Metric gets the go-ahead goal with 6.5 to go, and OPRF has the lead. It was DeCaro's shot. You can see it right there. Hit the toe of Foley in net, and the puck was waiting right there. Metric was in the right place at the right time, and one of the easier goals he's scored in his career gives them the lead. That's Henry Metric's first point on this season, and no bigger time to get it than to take the lead with a goal against the number 3 team in the SHL. Unbelievable. And an assist for Michael DeCaro on that first shot is the only assist on the goal. And that is some good stuff right there. Exciting for Henry Metric. DeCaro gets an assist, as I just mentioned, bringing his point total up to 16 at the defensive position. His 11th assist. And there's the drop of the puck. It's won back by York. This spinach lost it. OPRF with a long arcing pass, glove down by Andalina. He comes in on net, but Moore pressures him. And then Moore and Andalina get into it behind Ben Foley in net. Meanwhile, the other direction, here comes York. Maurer dropped it off Nicosia, couldn't get to him, and the Huskies clear. And you can really sense that after that go-ahead goal by Metric, the York Dukes suddenly now are playing a lot different style hockey than they were just a minute ago. It seems much more urgent to tie this game. You kind of had the feeling that they were pretty confident that even though it was tied, they would be the team to score the next goal. And once that proved to not be the case, you could see them really trying to make something happen now. Now a pass in front, Andalina, and broken up by Foley. He comes out of his net just a little bit to make that stop, and a great save. Let's watch it again. A nice pass to Andalina, and if Foley stays in his net, Andalina's going to put that home every time, but you see him come out just a foot or two and get that stick on the puck. An amazing play to keep his team within 1 by Ben Foley. Foley's made 12 saves tonight in the 14 shots he has seen. And even though that number is pretty low, still an impressive night in goal for him. A little bit more impressive on the side of OPRF. Brendan Roy with 26 saves on the 27 shots he's seen. 4:40 to go in regulation time. OPRF up by 1 against the York Dukes in the first game back after the pause for both these teams. Here is Nitty. He sent that one down. It's grabbed by Wood. 4:21 to go. And that'll be an icing against the Dukes. Face-off will come down into York's end. The Oak Park River Forest Huskies looking to close out a win against York for the first time since 2019. Coming off their win against Fenwick outside of the SHL regular season to win the Paul Hruby Cup, which is tradition by the Fenwick and Oak Park River Forest sides. They play a best-of-3 series. They share Paul Hruby Ice Arena as their home teams. Fenwick over in the CCHL. So they don't get to see each other. They are bitter rivals in all high school sports, though. And OPRF with a 2-0 series victory over the Fenwick Friars. A 5-1 win and a 4-2 win in those two. And now York is going to be guilty of a penalty. Shane Gorski is going to be booked with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Let's see what the call is in a moment. But the York Dukes were very frustrated with that call, and now they're going to have to be shorthanded for the next two. Book him for cross-checking, and a power play for the Huskies. 0 for 3 on the man advantage tonight so far. Looking to seal the deal here with a second goal. Here's Andalina, left circle. He takes a shot, blocked by Quinn. Andalina gets it back to the left point for Chambers. Jack Chambers sent it down low, looking for Jenkins. And it does come out of the blue line, poking it ahead, and Gregory Lee has a breakaway to tie the game. He shoots, and it's stopped by Roy. A penalty is called, though, on the Huskies after that. A slashing call. I'm surprised they didn't give him a penalty shot, but you could see him take that shot, and I'm looking for the slash. Not exactly sure where that is, but Chambers is in the box, and the OPRF power play cut short when we're down to 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and a half. 3:13 to go in the third period. 2-1 for the Huskies on the road. Andalina wins the face-off. He skates through neutral ice, puts it through his own legs, trying to get around Wood, but couldn't get a clear path to the net. He did keep the puck for the time being, though. Nicosia stole it, and he will initiate the rush the other way. Watch out for head coach Matt Boeing to pull his goaltender out of the net in favor of a fifth attacker while it's 4-on-4. Try and tie this game up, but for right now he stays in the net. Here's a pass over to Wood on the near side with 240. He tries a wrister that goes high of the net and hits the glass behind it. There's a clear to the neutral zone, and it's poked ahead. Andalina chasing after it, but there comes Foley out of his net once more to put a glove on that puck and stop play. 2:25 to go in regulation time. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here on YouTube. This is going to be one wild finish. And the Oak Park River Forest Huskies have called a timeout, so no better time to shout out our sponsors for the final time here tonight. Thank you so much to all of the companies like CCTY Bearing, Christopher B. Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Academy Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank, a Wintrust Community Bank, Kramer Construction and Management, and of course, Schmidt Goaltending. So Oak Park River Forest drawing up a play right now and try and retain that 1-goal lead against the York Dukes. And on the other side, the Dukes desperately trying to tie this game up and avoid what would be, by their standards, an embarrassing loss. What an exciting 2 minutes and 25 seconds coming up from Addison, Illinois. Dylan Ward with you on the call. There's Michael DeCaro of the OPRF Huskies, and Eli Walich. Andalina out on the ice as well during 4-on-4 play. And the face-off will be won by OPRF. Andalina takes a shot while he falls down, and it was going wide, but it was stopped by Foley anyhow. Foley went halfway to the bench for the extra attacker, but then OPRF got it back, so then he circled back. Jenkins with a beautiful feed to Andalina, but he couldn't grab that puck. Just a little too far. Now here goes York down the zone. Nicosia enters the zone. Foley now on the bench and an empty net to shoot at for the Huskies. York has 6 skaters to the Huskies 5. They're trying to tie this thing up with 1 minute and 40 seconds left. And now it's a power play for York, so it's a 6-on-4. Stasica left point, tries a shot, blocked by the skate of DeCaro. Andalina just couldn't find that puck behind him, and Kaminsky circles back. Gave it to Bob Plummer. Bob Plummer now. Here's Iori over the blue line left wing side with 1 minute 15. Back to 6-on-5. Kaminsky takes a shot. Stopped by the pad. Rebound. They score! Bob Plummer ties it with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go with the goalie pulled. And it's 2-2. Wow. Let's take a look at the replay on the SHL network. York was pressuring the entire time. The pass goes back to the point. The shot was taken. The initial save was made. And Bobby Plummer right there to poke the rebound home and get this thing knotted up at 2. 1:08 on the clock. Unbelievable stuff from Addison Ice Arena. A face-off win by the Huskies. Of course, Foley now back in his net. 1 minute to go. Frank Nicosia and Sam Kaminsky will get assists on that game-tying goal. Here's York again trying a shot from the near side. It went wide. Quinn with the puck now. Goes below the goal line. 36 seconds to go in regulation. Now Quinn at the point again. Tries a shot. Tipped on its way, and it wouldn't make its way to the blue paint. So here comes OPRF the other direction. McConville over the blue line. Right wing side. Sent it all the way below the goal line. Wood gave it to the neutral zone, skating with the puck and taking a shot into the glove of Brendan Roy. That was Maurer with the attempt. 10 seconds left in regulation time. Tied score at 2. 2 goals in the final 6 or so minutes. A face-off at the right circle. Here comes a shot. Stopped by Roy. Chambers pokes it to the far corner. Gorski sends it down low. OPRF gets it out of the zone, or they would have if there wasn't a ceiling. But the puck hits the stanchion. And there will be another face-off in the OPRF zone. 2.1 on the clock. P-Tac is getting ready for a shot off the face-off. You can tell by the way he's positioning himself. Maybe he will try and win that back. We will see. But there's the drop of the puck. He does try a shot, doesn't get it. And there's the horn. So for the second straight night on the SHL network, we're headed to overtime here between the York Dukes and the OPRF Huskies. Second time these two sides have gone to overtime. It was York defeating them 4-3 in Oak Park. First time that happened. So a quick break while the teams will get their strategies together. We will go to 3-on-3 overtime. If you're unfamiliar with the sport of hockey, 3-on-3 skaters, 4 players on the ice, and if you count goaltenders, there will be 5 minutes on the clock, and it's a next goal wins situation. If one team scores, 15 seconds in, that's the game. You don't play the whole 5 minutes in hockey. Whoever scores will be the winner. If there are no goals in those 5 minutes, we will go to a shootout. So OPRF goes with Andalina, Haas, and Chambers to start out 3-on-3 for the York Dukes. It's going to be Jonathan Wood, Kaminsky, and one more coming, Frank Nicosia. Lots of open ice in 3-on-3 overtime, lots of room to make some crazy passes, and usually here in overtime is where you see a lot of the really creative plays. York is 2-0 in games that are decided by overtime this season. OPRF 1-1. Here's the faceoff at center ice. It's won by Andalina. He comes into the zone and shoots into the glove of Foley. We switch sides again for OT, and 6 seconds in, a whistle. Period 4 here on the scoreboard. And the faceoff will be in York zone. Andalina will take the draw. York won it. They will skate with the puck through neutral ice. There's Wood with the puck. Got around one. Wood into the zone. In the slot. Shoots. Blocked by Chambers. Goes to Andalina behind his own net. Played it off the side. Now right in front. A scramble. Almost resulted in a goal. Now Andalina the other way. He tried to toe drag that one around Nicosia. He could not. So Frank Nicosia will skate the other way. He tries to get around Chambers and try to shot. He was looking for his second goal of the contest. Didn't get it right there. Haas through neutral ice. Gave it to Andalina over the blue line right wing side. Back for Haas. He shoots! And it's stopped by the goaltender. Here comes York the other way. Through neutral ice, it's Nicosia over the blue line. Right circle, shoots one into the glove of Roy. Wow, end-to-end action here in the first minute of the overtime period. Here's that play by Wood to get around one. Here's that opportunity by Haas, stopped by Foley, and now Nicosia right after that came the other way and took a shot. Man. Some crazy stuff here in the first minute of OT. There's a face-off win in the defensive end by OPRF. De Caro with the puck behind his own goaltender. Gave it to the near side, Jenkins. Jenkins through neutral ice. Over the blue line on the left wing side. Jenkins still with the puck. Takes a shot, blocked in front. Aaron Jenkins also looking for his second goal of the game. Didn't get it there. Gregory Lee over to the near side. Quinn. Quinn over the blue line on the right wing side. Passes it back. Bob Plummer with the puck. Right circle. Tried to center it for Lee, but that was blocked up by the stick. And now Jenkins tries to send De Caro on a breakaway. He could not. Plummer with the puck. Bob Plummer sent it back to the point for Quinn, but it goes outside the zone. Quinn got that one around to Caro, gave it to Plummer, intercepted by Metric, but he couldn't rush up the other way. 3 minutes to go in OT. Nice move by Lee to get around a couple, and he goes down. He tripped. There was no penalty called. You saw the official wave it off immediately, and Jenkins the other way lost the possession of that puck. Tried to get it back. It goes back to the left point. De Caro, Andalina. Andalina gets crunched into the boards by Lee. And here come the Dukes. Nolan Stasica tried to center it for Gorski, but it was broken up. 2:24 to go in overtime. Stasica over to the near side. Iori takes a shot, blocked by the skate of De Caro. York still with possession of the puck. Here's Iori in the near corner all the way to the net. Set up Gorski, but he fanned on his shot. And then a whistle as De Caro tried to bring it out due to the net being off of its posts. 2:08 to go in overtime. 2-2 the score from Addison Ice Arena. Gorski to Spinach and Iori on the ice for the Dukes. There's Andolina taking the face-off. He's also got Chambers and Haas. Here's Iori, sent it to Spinach. He waits and shoots, just high of the net. Now OPRF the other direction. Here's Andolina over the blue line, left wing side. That one is lost and taken by Michael Iori. Iori in his own defensive end, gave it to the Spinach on the far side. Now Gorski through neutral ice. Gorski at the left circle, lost the puck, got it back, but couldn't shoot it because of that. Shane Gorski still with possession, gave it to his D-man to Spinach. Zach to Spinach, forced to bring that puck out and reset. To Spinach over to Kaminsky, over the blue line, right wing side. Kaminsky gave it to Mauer, who shot one looking for the 5-hole, couldn't find it. And now 1:12 to go in overtime. Here's Andolina with the puck in neutral ice. Mauer then looking to set up Kaminsky over the blue line on the left wing side. Kaminsky waits and shoots, trying to find a lane through a tough angle, but was not able to. 1 minute left in overtime. Here's Mauer. He lost possession of the puck. It goes into the near corner. He sent it behind the OPRF goal, where it's taken by Chambers. Chambers arcs that one to Jenkins, who comes over the blue line. Jenkins, with 30 seconds left, is being pressured on the near corner by the Dukes. And now here comes York the other way. It's Mauer leading the charge in a 2-on-1 with Kaminsky. He tries to get the puck over, but he's not able to grab that cleanly. Now here's Quinn with the puck. He shoots off the glove of Roy and goes high. 12 seconds left. Plummer sends it back. Nicosia with the puck at the left point. Gets around Shellhaas. Andolina intercepts, tries to get it out. 3 seconds, 2, and a final shot is stopped by OPRF. And 0.5 on the clock. My, oh my. You gotta love 3-on-3 overtime. One of the best ideas the NHL implemented. And couldn't be happier that the SHL adopted this format as well. A great way to finish a hockey game is now York puts 4 skaters out there and subs off their goalie with less than a second and try and get a winner right here. Drop of the puck. Shot attempt by Lee off the draw. And it was blocked. There's the horn. So now the skating portion of the game is complete, and we will go to a shootout here from Addison to decide this game. So the format of the shootout in the SHL, if you've seen NHL shootouts, it's a little bit different. Instead of 3 shots for each team, it's just 1. If one team scores, the other doesn't, that's the game. If the first team doesn't score and the second does, that's the game. It only goes to a second round if both teams score or neither do. And if you're wondering what the heck a shootout is maybe, you take the puck and put it at center ice. Each team will take turns sending one skater out there to have a one-on-one chance with the opposing goaltender, skating forward with the puck and taking 1 shot on goal. And if it goes in, that's a goal. If it doesn't, if it's stopped or missed, that's it. You don't get another shot. So York, being the home team, will elect to shoot first. It's going to be Sam Kaminsky taking the first shot for the Dukes. This is York's second shootout of the season. They won their first one. For OPRF, this is their first shootout of the year. So here we go. Sam Kaminsky against Brendan Roy to kick things off. He grabs the puck with speed over the blue line, into the slot at the hash mark, shoots, and that one's stopped by the pad of Roy. So now, David Andolina over the boards. If he scores, the Oak Park River Forest Huskies will win the game. He kicks his right leg a couple of times. Right now, he's thinking about what he wants to do against Ben Foley, who's had a great night of his own. David Andolina grabs the puck at center. Over the blue line, he skates left, now right, takes a shot into the glove of Foley. And the SHL's leading point producer, not successful on the shootout right there. So we will go to a second round. Frank Nicosia will be the shooter for Matt Boeing's side. He grabs the puck and skates up ice with it. Shoots and scores! That one found its way through Brendan Roy somehow, some way. You could see the replay right there. That looked like it was going to be stopped by the pad, but he didn't get it down in time. And now all the pressure on Haas right now. He will try and tie this shootout up. If he can't score, the York Dukes will win the game. Here comes Nico Haas with the puck. He lost it, and that's how it ends. The York Dukes victorious at home against the Oak Park River Forest Huskies in a shootout. So a 3-2 final, mark it in the books. Andolina frustrated on the bench. You see him slam his stick. He sits on his bench alone. Last one on. While the rest of his team heads to the locker room, he is frustrated. And OPRF, oh, so close to the upset. They bring it all the way to a shootout, but at the end of the day, it's the York Dukes getting their 13th win of the SHL campaign. An absolutely amazing game from Addison Ice Arena to get back into the hockey spirit for both these teams. It all started out with Aaron Jenkins scoring less than 3 minutes into the game for OPRF to take the first lead. Then it was Frank Nicosia assisted by Maurer and Stasica with 6:50 left in the first to tie things up. After a no-goal second period, late in the game with 6:29 to go, Henry Metrick for OPRF got his first goal of the year, assisted by DeCaro, to take the lead. And then with 1:08 to go, it was Robert Plummer tying things up, assisted by Frank Nicosia, Sam Kaminsky, and then Sam Kaminsky with the shootout winner after a scoreless overtime. Thank you so much for tuning in to the SHL Network Game of the Week. My name's Dylan Ward. It's Jimmy Olsen handling all the graphics you've been seeing all night long on your screen. Vivian Hernandez with the camera. Our next game of the week on the SHL Network will be on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. New Trier Green and Loyola Gold for the second time this season and for the second time on the SHL Network. Make sure you're right here on Sunday night at 6:30 for that one. You won't want to miss it, no matter where you are. Again, we thank you for tuning in and finding us here on YouTube Live. Whether you root for the Huskies or Dukes or just were in the mood for a good game, we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. One more time, my name is Dylan Ward. It was York 3 and OPRF 2 in a shootout. Have a great night, everybody, and enjoy your weekend.